a KSL Sports Beat presentation. Game Night Live kicks off now. Presented by Superior Water.
And hi there, everybody. Welcome to Game Night Live. Glad to have you aboard tonight. Week 2 of the high school football season, Jeremiah. It is in the books now.
And, of course, the hype this week was the monster matchup between East and Bingham. We'll get to that in a moment. But we start with a great rivalry game for our Game of the Week.
For our Game of the Week, we were at Springville at Spanish Fork. 91st meeting in this rivalry. You got to watch it live on our KSL TV app. Scott Mitchell, Jason Buck joining me on the call as the Dons and Red Devils put on another classic in this rivalry.
Beautiful night here in southern Utah County. Opening kick, it's taken a short one at the 18-yard line by Springville, and we've got a good run back by the Red Devils, and he's still on his feet. This is going to be an opening kickoff for a touchdown. Springville Red Devils out in front early. Randall Gleave, the senior. Chappell, Lomax flank to his left. Chappell's going to throw, going to loft it up in the end zone. Ew, he almost had it. Almost a one-handed bobbling grab, and he's saying he got a touchdown, but they called that a touchdown?
So it looks like he's bobbling.
He got it.
It looks like he hits it right.
He's got it right there. He's got it.
See, it looks like he's bobbling.
He's got it. He's got it. Now he.
No, see how he's coming down and the ball's coming.
When he hit the ground, when his knee hit, he lost the ball. Spanish Fork will say thank you very much. Chappell, here comes the pressure into the end zone. Touchdown, Spanish Fork. Once again, Chappell to Way Stanton. Cole Bowers this time. Cole Bowers into the end zone, 33-yard touchdown, Springville. Nicole again, finds some room, Bradley Nicole, gonna have a touchdown, 61 yards. Springville regains the lead. First and goal at the 5-yard line. The quick handoff, Slavens, touchdown, Springville. Chappell, he's looking to the end zone, going to the corner, caught. Touchdown, Stanton again. How about Way Stanton from Chappell? How about that?
That is the lucky corner of the end zone for those Spanish Fork Dons.
We have come to the end of the first half. It's been a shootout. Springville 25, Spanish Fork 22. Chappell looking the other way. Stanton comes back for it, caught. If he stays on his feet, he could have a touchdown. Way Stanton has a 52-yard touchdown, his 4th TD of the night. Quarterback sneak, Ty Erickson, touchdown. Springville, Red Devils back out in front. Springville will win its 5th straight over Spanish Fork in this rivalry. The final tonight, Springville 32, Spanish Fork 29.
Well, you know what, I'll tell you what, it was so much fun, you know, getting, beating all our friends, too. And I mean, we're friends with all these guys and lining up against these guys. You know, by the way, I got to give a shout out to my line. You know, I wouldn't have done it without them, so, yeah.
You just had to.
Next time you interview me, make sure I have my line behind me, all right? Or I won't get interviewed.
Well, where are they? Tell your lineman to get over here.
Where's my line? Where's my line?
Scott Mitchell, Jason Buck, who called the game with me on our KSL TV app. Let's talk about the offense. Scott, boy, both teams played very well, put up a lot of points.
Yeah, they really did, and it was two very different styles. Springville, pretty much I-backs straight ahead, and I mean straight ahead running by Bradley Nickel and Cole Bowers. I mean, they were just dominant forces and just churned out some amazing yards. Springville stayed patient with that running game and ultimately paid off with a victory. And then on the other side of it, completely different with Spanish Fork. They spread it out. Chappell was, great throwing the ball, and
Stanton.
And to Stanton, who was even more incredible, and just some amazing catches. And so very interesting to see two different styles, both of them very successful. You love these rivalry games where it's close, it's good football, and that's what we got to see, a lot of really good football that went down to the wire.
And then, Jason, defensively, Springville, you talked about it during the broadcast, made an adjustment that really hurt Spanish Fork.
He finally did. I was waiting all game for it because they stayed in safety free, and then it was just one safety all game long. And then right there in the second half, middle third quarter or so, They went to a two deep safety look with 5 under man, and you know what? Just Spanish Fork wasn't able to adjust to it. That was the key to, you know, Springville really working out this win with all their, you know, the time of possession and the running.
Spanish Fork wasn't able to move like they were in the first half.
They didn't move when they made that adjustment.
All right, guys, another great broadcast. Had a great rivalry game. Your alma mater, the team you won a state title with, and you coached, they won.
Go Red Devils, you know. Always
Okay.
good when the Devils win.
All right, next week, our Game Night Live crew heading to Jordan, Beet Diggers, and Pleasant Grove. When these two get together, they usually wear out that scoreboard. You can watch the game like you can every week on our KSL TV app. If you don't have it, you can download it for free.
All right, we finally get what we've wanted for years now. A meeting between East and Bingham, two powerhouse programs, nationally ranked, defending state champions. We didn't wait until the state championship game to get it. We get to see the clash in week 2.
I don't like them. They don't respect our name. They don't respect us. I feel the same way towards them.
Beat me, baby. I'm just trying to eat.
Turnovers were a problem for the Leopards. They fumbled 4 times in the first half. The first set up a Bingham score just 2:30 into the game. This was the play of the game, and it didn't count. An incredible catch by Braden Cosper. The referee felt otherwise, ruled the play incomplete. You make the call. The Miners had to settle for a field goal. But another East fumble set up another Miner score. A keeper by quarterback Ryan Wood that gave Bingham a 17-7 lead. East finally breaks a big play in the second quarter. Sione Malisi, he's on the loose. On 3rd and 23, he gets the first down and more. A 75-yard run. He scored moments later. Bingham's lead was down to 3, but not for long. This is Braden Whistler. A spin move, a broken tackle, and Whistler leaves the East defense in the dust. The Miners led 24-17 at the half. Down 10 in the third, East decided to go for it on 4th and 1. The Bingham defense was up to the task. Moments later, Whistler breaks free again. A 35-yard run. He would cap the drive with another touchdown to give the Miners a 34-17 lead. The defense steps up again, this time Cosper with an interception. The 5th East turnover of the game. It led to more Bingham points. Ryan Wood to Dax Milne, 35 yards. That put the game out of reach. Bingham is still the team to beat in 6A. They've now won 25 straight games at home.
We knew that we had to come out here and work as a team and, you know, do our jobs, and we did it, and we ended up with a W. You know, we just wanted to show what we have, and, you know, the legacy that came before us, we just wanted to carry that on.
I think we made it clear that we absolutely wanted to win the football game, but, you know, it wasn't the biggest game of the year in the end. I mean, it was to this point, but we just called it game 2, and, you know, we have a lot of different ways to try to get guys in line with that, but, you know, they're all individuals. They all have to think for themselves, and I think, obviously, a large majority of these guys thought pretty good today.
Yeah, you know, we want to go out there and, you know, get that W, and we did.
You knew that Bingham had the size and speed to match up
Yes.
with East, but I was shocked at the dominance of the Miners.
Turnovers were the biggest issue. And I think East, if they get that cleaned up when they meet again, possibly in the playoffs, this will be a much closer battle.
Lesson learned.
Yeah.
Never doubt Bingham.
Just week 2.
All right, we have more rivalry games when we come back, and kicking the door down for girls.
Hold is good, it is away, and it is up, and it is true, and Emily has beaten Desert Eagles with a PAT.
Emily Blumel getting the job done for Jordan. Her story when we come back. All right, plenty of rivalries on Friday night. We begin with the Battle of the Golden Spike, 97th meeting between Bear River and Box Elder. Now, the Bees won the last 6 meetings in this rivalry, but last night, little different story. First quarter, Drake Marsh powering his way in from 5 yards out. Bear River with the early 7-0 lead. That was all the Bears defense would need. Second quarter, Box Elder quarterback Jeremy Kalakini gets his helmet ripped off, results dead ball safety. Bears up 9-0. Fourth quarter, more Bears defense. Garrett Bylington sacks Kalakini, pops out. Tate Porter pounces on it for the touchdown. Bear River, they shut out the Bees 19-0 and claim the Golden Spike for the first time in 7 years.
Now for some defense to offense, let's stick with the rivalry theme. South Summit and Morgan go back to 1942. They met for the 58th time on Friday night. Their past 6 meetings were decided by an average of 5 points, in which neither team has won by more than a touchdown. That all changed last night. First quarter, Wildcats, Cale Atkinson to Parker Grajic. 52 yards to the house. From the air to the ground, Jared Denise makes a cut. A shake and bake for 60 yards. We're still in the first. Keegan Stratcher, he's got himself an 18-yard touchdown, one of 3 scores for Stratcher. Wildcats score 36 points in the first quarter. They end up beating Morgan 57-7. Second week in a row, they dropped 50 on an opponent. Kanab and Beaver, 89th time they've matched up. Kanab quarterback Tavenot has trouble with the snap. Degree of difficulty on this play very high, but it ends in a Caden McDonald touchdown. How about that? Beaver would tie the game, though, in the second quarter. Porter Hollingshead with an 8-yard touchdown run. Or even. But later in the second, Kanab forces a turnover. Marcus Fox has the interception. And it sets up a Kanab touchdown. They take the 14-7 lead. Beaver shows why they're defending champs, though. Tice Radden leads Beaver down for the short score. And a field goal by Sheldon LeBaron in the third quarter would be the difference in this one. It gives Beaver the 17-14 win.
Viewmont and Davis, 50th meeting on Friday. Vikings up 20-6. Davis on 4th and 4. Senior Parker Sapp finds Zach Mansfield and moving and grooving into the end zone for 16-yard touchdown. Davis within 7. Viewmont trying to hold on to that lead now. Low snap, but Davis Weir gets the ball to Cameron Brown and going to be stacked up at the 5. No, he's not. Falls into the end zone. And that would be enough. Game 50 going to the Vikings, 27-13.
Dixie has proven it isn't afraid to play bigger schools. They do it each year in non-region, and they knocked off Springville this year in week 1. A win over Lone Peak would be one of the biggest regular season wins in school history. They made a statement on Friday night against the Knights. Jacob Barbin to Hobbs Nyberg, and this kid is a star. He turns on the Jets. An 85-yard touchdown. He had 197-yard receiving and 3 scores. How about quarterback Jacob Barbin? He passed for 391 yards and 6 touchdowns. This one to Nate Mahi. The Flyers now have wins over Springville and Lone Peak to open the season. Some Thursday night football. Syracuse hosting Jordan. Syracuse took a 10-7 lead in the third quarter. This is sophomore Ty Burke, and he's electric. Remember that name. He finds the edge, and I wish I could run that hard. Jordan would respond. We've seen this so many times. Crew Wakely, their talented quarterback, untouched. 66 yards for the score. Jordan led 21-10 in the fourth quarter, but remember Burke. 4th and 15 for Syracuse, quarterback Ty Metcalf. He's going to let it fly, and guess who has it? Ty Burke. Okay, 2 minutes left. Jordan runs a fake field goal. Oh, no. And guess who?
Yes.
Ty Burke. An interception on a fake field goal turned into a 79-yard pick 6 game winner. Syracuse pulls off a stunner, and great grandma's happy.
All right, the best program in Weber County this past decade has been Roy, according to Ryan Comer of the Standard Examiner. Entering rivalry Friday night, the Royals had won 15 straight against Weber County teams going back to 2011. Roy and Weber lighting up the scoreboard in the first quarter. Things were going Roy's way. Snap over the head of Weber quarterback Austin Bartholomew. Ball bends up in the end zone, recovered by Roy's Carson Cooper. Later in the first, Roy driving. Jackson Dart throws it up to Deontay Davis. Breaks one tackle, breaks the other one, and he's in for the touchdown. Roy led 20-7 after 1, but then here would come Weber. Carter Green, 43-yard touchdown, and there 10 seconds left in the half. Bartholomew to Hunter Nielsen. Weaver retakes the lead 24-20. Third quarter, Nielsen doing it on the ground. Well, how about that stiff arm? Wish you could do that, Jeremiah.
Yes.
Then he fights his way in for the touchdown. 31 straight points by the Warriors to get their first win of the season.
Wish I was 18 again, too.
Corner Canyon looking for a 2-0 start under new head coach Eric Kerr, hosting Riverton. Big night for Chargers QB Zach Wilson in the first 53-yard hookup to Colton Lawson. Chargers on the board first. Later in the first, pass. It's tip drill time. Caden Johnson's right there for Corner Canyon. He's got himself a 40-yard pick six. Chargers up 21-0 after one. Second quarter, Riverton will return the favor. Cage Roberts. He'll get Riverton on the board, a 30-yard pick six. But Wilson at it again. Finds Noah Kerr, 40-yard touchdown. 5 touchdown tosses in all for Wilson. Corner Canyon with the big win, 48-7.
Boise State's going to enjoy having him. Alta looking to bounce back after their double overtime loss last week to Lehigh, hosting Woods Cross first quarter. Tu'u Afu in from 10 yards out. Alta up 14 early. Hawks quarterback Will Dana had 5 touchdown passes last week. Only one this week, but he'd rather take the W. 38 yards to London Rockwood, 28-0 at the half, now to the third quarter. MJ Tafisi. This kid might be the best defensive player in the state. He reads that one right. 30-yard pick six. Hawks roll over Woods Cross 42-7. They're at Taylorsville next week. Now this is a Cache County hot tub right in the back of your pickup truck.
You bet, buddy.
Get her done. Mountain Crest hosting Wasatch. The Mustang defense was stingy. Dylan Bostock with a sack and the best sack dance we've ever had on Game Night Live. Worth another look. I could watch that on a loop over and over and over again. The offense looked good too. Brady Hall had 4 touchdown passes. This one to Bo Robinson. The Mustangs open the season 2-0.
Could watch that over and over again?
I thought it was pretty funny.
Park City trailed Logan 7-3 at the half, but then they flipped the switch in the second. Mark McCurdy to Bo Peterson. Great catch, keeping his feet in bounds. Fourth quarter now, Park City running back Chris Quinlan right up the middle. Now they are up 8. Defense, though, will do the rest. Mark McCurdy with the pick. Clinched the win. Park City on the road, celebrating 15-7. All right, last year, Jordan did not miss an extra point. The Beat Diggers kicker was perfect. She didn't miss. Yes, she didn't miss.
Emily Blumel didn't miss the game with the game on the line against Desert Hills in week 1 either. Brittany Copeland has her story.
Booting a field goal or an extra point through the uprights is one of the most stressful jobs on the football field. It's a mental game. Jordan's kicker has been able to figure that part out, all while navigating a number of other obstacles along the way. If Jordan High School's place kicker misses a field goal or a PAT in practice, the Beat Diggers better be prepared to run 40 yards. The drill helps replicate crunch time situations. It's working. Week 1, this extra point sealed a 1-point win.
It's true, and Emily has beaten Desert Hills with a PAT.
The only thing missing, a celebration with the kicker in the locker room. Since Emily Blumel is a girl, it's the only part of the game day experience she can't be a part of.
She's one of the guys. She rides the bus with us. She hangs out with us. The only place she doesn't go is the locker room. Everywhere else, she's with us right by our sides every time.
You got to give him a shout out. He never gets them. He deserves more. There have been some rough patches, but there are a lot of solid guys on the team that really help push me through the hard times, really get me through those, and lift me up on their shoulders like during the games.
Blumel, who also plays club soccer, got into pads because of her sister, Ashley. She was a kicker, too. Emily just followed in her footsteps.
When I started, I was just playing on the sophomore team. Playing varsity is a lot more stressful on me. It's a lot more scary, nervous that I'm going to be tackled one of these times.
Now in her 4th season, Emily has proved she belongs.
I'm a 95.15% accuracy last year. Really nice, and I can make 35-yard field goals consistently.
She's awesome. She's mentally strong when it gets there. When we go a little bit longer, it gets to her a little bit, but she still's clutch.
Emily has goals of nailing a 50-yard field goal. And who knows, maybe college football could be in her future.
I'd love to get a scholarship. I'm not sure if they're willing to take girl football players right now in the moment, but if they were, I would absolutely love it. I think it'd be amazing to be able to go and be a college kicker.
There is one woman paving the way. Becca Longo is a kicker out of Arizona. She became the first woman to be offered a scholarship to play football. She's expected to suit up for Division II Adams State this season. For Game Night Live, I'm Brittany Copeland.
Hey, she's awesome, and stats don't lie. She's one of the best extra point kickers in the state.
Love her confidence.
That's right.
She thinks she can do it. She knows she can do it.
We can't do it.
No, we
Highlight
can't. Not
reel
from 35 yards.
when we come back.